Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaimMD with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Let's see what we're using today. Blastoise, Marowak, Kabutops. Wow, it's like mono water. Poliwrath, Flareon. Yesterday we had 3 fire types. Today we have 3 water types. We have a ground type, which is great. So that's good for Zapdos. I mean, like usual, I either lead towards Melmetal or Alolan Muck with this, considering both help me out versus Psychic types. I think I'll go towards Melmetal with this. That's fine. We'll go with Mega Blastoise. That'll be fun. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright guys, we have a game. Looks like a good one too. Very powerful team on my opponent's part. I was actually opting for maybe a Alolan Sandslash over Melmetal. Maybe that would have been a little bit better here, but I definitely want to go the Rocks route versus my opponent. But I guess getting rid of getting rid of Aerodactyl doesn't matter so much. Like, it's annoying, but just because of its speed. I have Aqua Jet. I have Marowak as well, and Blastoise can take a hit. I gotta be really careful about that, that Venusaur. That Venusaur is a problem. Yeah, Alolan Sandslash would have been a lot better here. Maybe I'll switch back and forth between that and Melmetal in between games. We'll see, though. Because Venusaur is good versus me. Ends up leading off with Aerodactyl, though. That's fair. I actually just want to get a little bit of chip damage on this thing before I end up setting up Stealth Rock. Just because I want to put it in range of Aqua Jet later. Plus, my opponent could have Taunt. So I get the most out of this turn by getting off some damage. I'm assuming this will do around 50%, 60 maybe. Marowak isn't the strongest without its thick club, so. Plus, I'm a defensive nature. Yeah, they do go for Taunt. Alright, so I'm glad I went for the Rock Slide. I don't waste a turn. Provided it connects, of course. Nice. Looks to be a 2 KO. Okay, 50%. Can set up rocks later. Plus, my Marowak can actually check their Gengar as well. Like, Marowak might just pick up 2 kills in this. Let's see how they deal with this. Hopefully, I don't miss. Ah. I don't see a reason to not go for Rock Slide again. Like, it kind of sucks. Because Taunt's going to end next turn. And I really would have rather, like, you know, gotten the KO. And then they get a defense drop as well. If I miss or don't get the roll, this would be really sad too. Yep. That kind of sucks. I guess I could attempt to go for Stealth Rock here. They might taunt me again. But, like, based on how I just Rock Slided, yeah. I figured they wouldn't. So I at least get up rocks for this and Dragonite. And maybe instead of using Marowak to deal with, you know, Gengar, I still have Blastoise to do that. And I have Kabuto's Aqua Jet. Kabutop's Aqua Jet. So it kind of sucks. You know, things didn't work out my way. Defense drop, missed, but at least got rocks. And Marowak still picks up the KO. Nice. Alright, so Aerodactyl's gone. That means I do not have to go directly into Kabutops in order to revenge kill this thing. And getting up rocks chips away at Gengar and Dragonite, so that's really important. Still really worried about Venusaur though. But I'm probably going to have to sack this and then go Melmetal and just start double Iron Bashing. Dragonite is checked by Ice Punch Poliwrath as well. Obviously, like I said, Gengar is a problem. Bread. There's Gengar. I mean, we'll just sack this and click Earthquake. I don't really switch into this Pokemon. Maybe they'll Mega Evolve? I wouldn't mind if they Mega Evolve this. Ice Punch? Interesting. This is not Gen 3, so that's not special, bro. We'll go Blastoise. Mega Evolve and click Earthquake. Earthquake is going to do a lot. I'm pretty sure it'll do more than what Dark Pulse will do to Gengar, considering Gengar doesn't have the best physical defense, and Mega Blastoise is pretty strong. Of course, they could easily go out into Venusaur here, but my game plan for Venusaur is the same as usual. Looks like they actually opt to not Mega Evolve this either. Yeah, I would not mind Gengar going down at all. A special attacking threat that can deal with Melmetal is not the way. Toxic. Hey, that's fine. Give me this. That means I can't be put to sleep either. That's great. I'll gladly click Earthquake here. Ooh, strong Mega Blastoise, my friend. Let's go. Alright, so Gengar's down. Still have Rocks up. They still have the Eevee, but Flareon can also just click Flare Blitz too. Dragonite doesn't appreciate it because Rock's up, and I'd have Will-O-Wisp as well. So I have options. Of course, Venusaur is probably their best play right now. I'm trying to think also, Flareon might just be useful to keep just because Eevee, it kind of gets a KO versus that. They have a Melmetal too. I'll take a Mega Drain. I should be slower than them because I'm Quiet Nature. I'll take one Mega Drain, so they won't be recovering that much because they're already near full HP. And then, because I don't want to go hard Melmetal, right? But what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this Mega Drain and then going for you know, a Quiet Natured Ice. Whoa, I'm faster. Okay, so they're defensive as well. This kind of sucks though because like I'll get off a lot, but they'll recover a good amount too. Oh, never mind. Mega Blastoise just said no. He just said no. He's just gonna straight up free. Hey, Mega Blastoise, if you want to do it, I can't stop you, man. If you want to hack him, I can't stop you. There's actually no reason not to throw off another Ice Beam either. I don't think Dark Pulse will knock out Venusaur at that range. And the best play they can make is probably like Eevee as like a mid-ground or Melmetal. But if Melmetal gets hit by Ice Beam, then it takes a Scald after, it's not going to appreciate it. Bacon is their Eevee. Yeah, they go Eevee, that way they can thaw their Venusaur. That makes sense. But Venusaur is already in range after Rocks of my Rock Slide from Kabutops, which is guaranteed faster. Woo! Blastoise is strong, man. You're not even going to knock me out with Buzzy Buzz. Because Blastoise is very, very bulky. So they might just try and... Is that the, Oh, that's Light Screen. That's not Hail Bell. Light Screen is good, actually. Nice. I mean, Light Screen is smart. Just Scald again. They might set up a Reflect as well. Oh, they're setting up dual screens for their Dragonite. I see them. They are setting up dual screens for their Dragonite. That's pretty scary. That's actually pretty scary. Hold up. That's actually really scary. I mean, I have Ice Punch in the back and Melmetal at full. Definitely think Kabutops is the play. Still have Flareon in the back end. Like, Dragonite is obviously their scariest Pokemon. Oh my gosh, never mind. Remember when I said Dragonite was their scariest Pokemon? I think a Melmetal under screens is very scary. I like Kabutops speed tier, but I can't see myself using it. Because my Melmetal beats everything left too. Yeah. I'll go Flareon next and I'll just Will-O-Wisp. Just to be able to deal with the Melmetal. Because again, like, basically at this point, I think I win the game, but because of their screens, it's a lot tougher. I'm not 100% sure, because that screens makes Melmetal incredibly bulky. In fact, my best play is to go Flareon, because basically what Flareon does is, I hope I land my Will-O-Wisp, because if I land my Will-O-Wisp, I win the game with bulk up Poliwrath, because I bulk up in Melmetal's face, unless that's Thunder Wave. And if they go hard Dragonite, they'll get burnt. Okay, great, we landed. Awesome, so we actually managed to half that Melmetal's attack. Great. We'll take those. I don't know if I still take this, because Flareon doesn't have the best defense. Ooh, just barely survived. Not bad. The great thing is, too, if I'm not mistaken, why is info? Yeah, Reflect still has another 2 turns, so I can just go for a Flare Blitz here. They'll eat my hit. And then I'll be able to bulk up in their face with my Poliwrath. And I think because my Blastoise sets about their Venusaur, like I'm still, like, even though they are, what's it called? They're frozen, and that, guys, don't get me wrong, that freeze was huge. Because I don't have to deal with Sleep Powder, I don't have to deal with Mega Drain, I don't have to deal with the overall bulk of that Pokemon. But now that Melmetal is that weakened, I can safely go out to my Poliwrath. I can bulk up in their face to ensure that I take every hit from Melmetal, and also to ensure that after the Reflect ends next turn, I knock him out with Waterfall. And then Ice Punch will be able to knock out both Venusaur and Dragonite. Get my nice defense raise and my attack raise. We take those. Ooh, they have rest. Okay. That's really cool. But I don't think that's going to be enough. I mean, that does prolong the turns. But I don't have any reason to not go for another bulk up again. Like, I only need +1 defense to take on Dragonite. So basically, by going for another bulk up, I'm ensuring that, yes, when I go for superpower, I'm going to lower my attack and my defense. But by going for another one, I guarantee that I have that +1, so I live the hit from Dragonite. I like how Melmetal's eye disappears when he goes to sleep. You guys see that? I'm just looking at some soulless Melmetal. Alright, so now we're +3 attack. There is no way Melmetal takes his superpower that's about to come out. Like, even if they switch into Venusaur, it doesn't matter. I'll still be +2 attack after that. Let's get him. This is about to die. They gave me too many bulk ups, too. But only, like, the +1 was all I needed. Woo, that HP went down so fast. And I still have +2 attack, +2 defense as well. Of course, things are still pretty crazy if they're Venusaur. I don't think their Venusaur outspeed me though, because I was quiet-natured on my Blastoise, which means they're probably like a relaxed nature Venusaur or something like that, like plus defense nature. And maybe they have both Earthquake and Sludge Bomb. Sorry, buddy. Dragonite needs to either Thunder, Para, crit me, whatever, or go for Outrage and crit me. And if Outrage crits me, I have Melmetal on the back anyway. But I guess like a Thunder set could be annoying. Let's see if they get the Outrage crit. Nope. Poliwrath comes through, pick up that KO with that Ice Punch, and then their last is that unfortunate Frozen Venusaur. And unfortunately for my opponent, Ice moves were not on that side in this game at all. Not on their side at all. Last is that Venusaur, which I believe I'll be able to outspeed, like I said. Just based on Blastoise. My Poliwrath is faster than my Blastoise, so. Ice Punch again. Yep. Alright, beautiful. So, let's go ahead and find another game. Like I said, I want to try and, you know, do longer videos again now that I'm feeling a little bit better. It's about like 85%, 90%, I would say is where I'm at right now. So, it's not like, I'm not at the best, but I'm not the worst. I still want to keep Melmetal, though, obviously in that game, I think that a Alolan Sandslash would have been a lot better. But the freeze just changed the game completely. It really did. Not having to do, you guys know how annoying Sleep Powder is when I fight it. And you also know how annoying, if you've been watching me, or at least if you've been watching these Let's Go Wi-Fi battles, you also know how annoying is Sleep Powder is when I use it, right? Because it does not connect at all. It never connects. Let's see what we got now. Second game. I just can't get it to connect for the life of me. Same guy. I'll look for somebody else. I don't really want to play him again. I really don't. Like, I don't mind. Actually, it'd be interesting to see how my opponent adjusts. Because I think that's a big thing about Pokemon too. Especially if you're playing like on Pokemon Showdown or laddering or something, or it's like a best of 3 or anything like that. Like, you want to see how you want to be able to adapt. Part of Pokemon is obviously finding out your opponent's sets, things like that. But also, you know, having a game plan, a team preview, and just being able to adjust after you know your opponent's team. Like, I know that Gengar is really obscure with like Toxic and Ice Punch, right? So if I fought it, I play a little bit differently. Alright, Eric, let's go. Of course, also their Aerodactyl, I know that has Tullet. Rocks were pretty big in that game too, just the stamina on Dragonite. Like, again, had I not frozen, I think Rocks would have been huge. Flareon being able to burn was pretty cool. Ooh, ooh! Yo, this is a clean, oh gosh, I lost. This is like dual screens Electrode plus Calm and Alakazam and like Shell Smash Cloyster. Alright, Blastoise and Poliwrath deals with a lot of their team. Poliwrath is going to be pretty key. Poliwrath actually beats their entire team besides Alakazam. So we're going to go Marowak, because Marowak can give me Rocks up for Cloyster. And also, I guess, an Earthquake on Electrode if they opt to lead off with that. Now, if they do lead off with Cloyster, I believe I'm going to go directly into my Blastoise and just Mega Evolve and click Dark Pulse and pray. But I'm assuming it's, like I said, dual screens Electrode. Now, if they do take turn 1 to taunt my Marowak instead of going for a Reflect, assuming they do lead off with Electrode, then it makes it so much easier for me. Yeah, like I said, I've used this type of, I'm pretty sure I used that team, besides maybe Magmar. But I've used dual screens plus Electrode to know, like, you have all the threats, sir. So Poliwrath would be key. Like I said, its superpower would be really key. Go for Earthquake here. We don't want them taunting, and we want to punish them if they do actually taunt. So I do opt to get up a Reflect first. That's fine. I got some damage off on Electro, which is great. Maybe around 50%. Maybe a little bit more. About 55. That's not bad. Alright, let's see if they taunt me now. If they taunt me now, it's a veteran play. That's a veteran play if they taunt me now. Ooh, they just switch into Cloyster, maybe? Cloyster, okay. So I get on my rocks. They do go Cloyster, but without a Reflect, guys. I mean, without a Light Screen, that doesn't really matter too much. Because Cloyster without a Light Screen and it goes for -1, it's going to die to Blastoise's Dark Pulse. So I'll make the Blastoise play here. I'll make the Blastoise play here. And you know what? I'm actually tempted to keep my Blastoise alive in this game just because it's so good. And I'm half tempted to, after they Shell Smash, I'm half tempted to just go right to Flareon and let them self-destruct. Because Flareon is actually the most expendable member on this team, right? It doesn't do that well versus a lot of my... I mean, it's not bad. Well, actually, if you think about it, like, it can eat a hit from Alakazam. That's not bad. You know what? That's fine. I was thinking about sacking it to maybe a self-destruct, but I'm just going to Mega Evolve in Dark Pulse. I'll be able to take a +2 Surf. I'll be able to take a +2 Ice Beam. And if they do go for self-destruct, my Blastoise will die. So, we'll see if this trade was better for me, though. Or they might have Trial Attack. They go for another shot. Bro, I guess they're not used to fighting Dark Pulse because, my friend, this is a special attack boosted Blastoise. I ain't no physical Blastoise either. And Cloyster has the special defense. I'm so glad. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't switch. Now, I don't want to give my opponent too much credit, but they may have predicted me to switch to save Blastoise because self-destruct was the only thing. I don't know, though. I don't necessarily know, and I don't want to obviously give too much credit. But there is potential that was there. So, with this Reflect up for about another turn or two, if I'm not mistaken, they still have some threats. They definitely still have some threats. I'm not worried about Electro though. Is this the last turn of Reflect? Yeah, it is. Cool. I kind of like the idea of hard Kabutops. I don't think they go for Earthquake here. And even if they do, that doesn't matter. Like, I have Aqua Jet to threaten things. They don't have a water resist now that Cloyster's gone. And I like Blastoise just because it beats Magmar. Ooh, nice Toxic. I was thinking about going Marowak as well, but Marowak gets free turns versus Electrode, so I don't really need to go Marowak. Plus, the fact that my Marowak does have Toxic is also really nice for Alakazam if he tries to set up on me in my face. There goes your Reflect. And like I said, you have absolutely no water resist, so I'm just going to start clicking this Waterfall with Kabutops. If I'm not doing that much, it doesn't matter. I'll live in Earthquake plus Poison anyway. There we go. And as long as I have Poliwrath in the back, I should not be able to lose to a Alolan Sand / clicking a Swords Dance. Maybe my Aqua Jet could have been useful for, like, Alakazam, because if it starts combining enough, it could be a threat, I guess. But I don't know. I kind of value... Ooh, okay. Rest. Well then, I'm going to die to Poison here without my opponent burning any turns of sleep at all. And that'll give me a free Melmetal. Melmetal just gets to start clicking Double Iron Bash. And Electrode after Rocks dies. Magmar... Oh, I don't... That's fine, that's fine. I didn't die here. I thought I died to Poison there, man. That's fine, though. I still get a free Waterfall. And Snorlax hasn't done anything, so... And the reason I like Melmetal is because it basically meant that my... It basically means my opponent... You gotta attack where your opponent can't defend, right? Sun Tzu said that. Attack where your opponent cannot defend. So, that's it. Like, Magmar doesn't have the best defenses. It's not like it's a giant threat versus me anyway. And this is an adamant Double Iron Bash. Melmetal is just faster than Snorlax. We are going to click this. And Melmetal should be cleaning me up the game. Like, maybe not now, but in the later parts it will. Something is going to die, my friend. And if you go Magmar, it's not a threat anymore. Not that it was a threat anyway. Plus, this animation looks so cool. Like, why is this attack so strong, man? Oh, give me that. So now their Special Wall Sponge, I would say, is gone too. So that's pretty cool. They could easily go out into their Electrode if they want to. maybe to get up a screen, but they do opt to go out to Magmar, and Magmar is like the same thing with rocks up. I just go right out to Blastoise. If they Thunder Punch me, great play, but it won't be able to 2-hit KO. Shiny Magmar is really pink. It won't be able to 2-hit KO me. And keeping Melmetal alive for the Alakazam is just like a backup check makes the most sense. Blastoise. Nice Will-O-Wisp. That covered almost every play I can make besides Flareon. And I wasn't really going to go into Flareon, even though Double Edge would do a lot. There's no point. Alright, time to Scald now. No switching to Scald. Electro will easily die. They might just Thunder Punch here. Like I said, Electro should die. Sand Slash is their mid-ground play, I guess. I don't know. Like, I mean, it makes sense that you would go Sand Slash because I do have a Poliwrath and a Flareon and like Melmetal. So you probably have more chance of sweeping me with Electrode. Excuse me, not Electrode, but with Alakazam on their screens. Now, I want to make the play that doesn't allow my opponent to set up more than one screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to Marowak here. Because basically, if I knock them out and then they win Electrode, they might have gotten up a light screen. They might have gotten a Reflect, which will help their... They'll think of a Reflect anyway, I think. But the Reflect would help their Alakazam beat me down. Like, Sand Slash should be fast. Is that Shiny Sand Slash? Or that's just how natural... I swear it's Shine. I love its, like... I have not fought in a lone Sand Slash. I think I've only fought one. And it just its color looks so great, man. Man, I love these sprites. I don't care about this Ice Punch at all. As long as it doesn't freeze me. No back-to-back freeze, not bad. I just want to make sure that Alakazam cannot beat me because of... maybe it can. But as long as I don't let it Calm Mind up too much, I don't think +2 Shadow Ball will be able to knock me out. I'm thinking about Melmetal anyway, not this. This will definitely die. They go Alakazam now, though. Great. I think Alakazam now is a misplay. Because if Psychic, even if Psychic does manage to knock me out, I go Melmetal and I click Earthquake, and Earthquake knocks out Zam, it knocks out Electrode, and knocks out Magmar, so it covers all plays. I think they should have went out into Electrode, set up a Reflect, and then opted to try and bring out Alakazam after to set up in my face. I am careful-natured Marowak, but I don't think I'll live this. Yeah. Like I said, careful nature, but did not live it. Unfortunate. Maybe they're going to try and set up in Melmetal's face then. But as I mentioned, I attack where my opponent cannot defend. I go for a super strong Earthquake here. Nothing Alakazam goes for should 2-hit KO me. I go for Earthquake that covers Electrode, that covers Magmar. Of course, if Double Iron Bash knocks out Magmar, then that's my better play, and it probably does. But this should be able to knock out Alakazam. I believe it's strong enough. Melmetal is a really strong Pokemon. I put emphasis on that every single time I use it. Unless you're like Reflect Zam or Barrier, but I still don't think that's going to matter when it's coming off of a Double Iron Bash Pokemon. Thinking about it. They do switch. They try to go Electro to set up screens. Not today, my friend. Not today. There's no way you would have lived a Double Iron Bash. Not at that percentage. Not from this strong Pokemon. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm way too strong. And now, again, we're just trying to make it so Alakazam does not sweep me. Right? That's what we want. We don't want to lose to a last mon Mega Alakazam. I actually think Magmar would have died to Double Iron Bash too, thinking about it. Yeah, I could have just clicked Double Iron Bash. I believe my best play is to go Flareon. Because Flareon, basically, what it does is, if I go Blastoise and they go for Thunder Punch, I don't think I'll be 2-hit KO'd, and then Alakazam can set up a Calm Mind. But by going Flareon, I should be able to live every one hit Magmar goes for. And I actually think I'll be able to live another hit after that. Yeah, I live the Thunder Punch after that. I go for Double Edge, and this is what happens. I either A, knock out Magmar, or B, Clear Spot don't matter. Basically, they're going to knock me out. I have better special defense than I do anything else. I go for Double Edge. Double Edge is going to knock out Magmar. And by going out to my physical Pokemon, I basically make it that if Alakazam tries to click Calm Mind in Flareon's face, it will die to Flare Blitz. it will absolutely, and like if they clicked Thunder Punch there, I probably would have died to recoil, and then Melmetal could have just came out, clicked double Iron Bash, and ended the game. But yeah, we're just trying to make it so my opponent has no openings to win. And this is it. You can't Calm Mind in my face, bro. Now, had I went on to Poliwrath, they could have burnt me with Will-O-Wisp. Had I went on to Blastoise, even if they didn't 2-hit KO me, they still could have Calm Minded in my face with Alakazam. But as you can see, they try to go for their last effort to win. But I am an adamant Flareon, and Flareon has a strong attack stat, and this is a strong attack in general. I'm going to give me that Alakazam, and that's game. Alright, great. So we're able to end that without losing to Calm Mind Alakazam. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You guys can check out the playlist down below if you'd like to see any of my other Wi-Fi battles. Like I said, you can check out that playlist down below. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully that introduction to Pokemon Showdown coming early in the month of June. It should be done by the end of this month, and then they're coming early in the month of June. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.